Hi guys, and welcome to the Easy Promotions YouTube channel. My name is Paul, and in today's video I wanted to cover 5 things that Amazon FBA gurus tell you that could get your Amazon seller account suspended. If you want all the latest Amazon seller news and updates, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We have a weekly news roundup for Amazon sellers, and we also have detailed videos on all things Amazon FBA. The Amazon FBA guru scene is huge, and unfortunately also full of inexperienced poor advice for Amazon sellers. Amazon's policy changes all of the time, and it is also different across different marketplaces. A couple of weeks ago we covered how Amazon is not best impressed with some of these gurus, as they teach tactics for selling on Amazon that go against terms of service. This has led to Amazon starting to bring court cases against some of these gurus, and there are also a number of these gurus being exposed online as complete frauds. Keeping up to date with these changes is essential to being an Amazon seller, as not playing by the rules can lead to your funds being withheld and your Amazon FBA seller privileges being completely withdrawn. In this video, we will go through some of the common advice from some of the big gurus and explain what Amazon policies they breach. Be sure to get to number 1 to find out the most common policy breach FBA gurus tell people to do all the time, and the one that is leading to thousands of seller accounts being shut down every year. Number 5. Using product inserts with incentives to get reviews. This one is still huge, and it's scary how many FBA gurus are still out there telling their students to do this. It usually works along the lines of using product inserts to offer a gift card or money off if they leave a good review for your product. Other scenarios could be from using marketing funnels, so you get access to customers' personal email or contact information and then send them unsolicited messages offering something in return for a good review. One misconception about product inserts is that they are completely against Amazon's terms of service, which is untrue. It's just how you use them. If you use your inserts in your product that helps the customer experience, Amazon does not have an issue with that. But asking for reviews and the issue gets a little bit cloudy. Amazon does not like you asking for good reviews, but you can ask for neutral feedback, basically asking for a review regardless of whether it's good or bad. Amazon's review policy clearly states the following. In any communication that you have with buyers, you cannot ask them to leave a positive review for your product, or to leave a review only if they had a positive experience with your product. Similarly, you cannot ask only customers who had a positive experience with your product to leave a review. It is also prohibited to offer them any compensation for a review, including money or gift cards, free or discounted products, refunds or reimbursements, or any other future benefits. So the best case scenario if you were caught would be that Amazon removes those reviews. But as Amazon is coming under increased pressure from market watchdogs about reviews, it's likely that they will take a harder line with sellers and ban them completely, leaving your Amazon business in tatters. Number 4. Hijacking another seller's listing page. Hijacking a listing page on Amazon is when you list a similar product to your competitor on the competitor's listing. The reason why multiple sellers can sell on one listing and compete for the buy box is because of retail arbitrage and wholesale, where sellers buy the same product and use the same listing on Amazon. But if you do not have the product owner's permission to resell their product, or you're just doing a knockoff of their product, then this is known as hijacking or counterfeiting. Hijackers list on a listing, and once they gain the buy box and create sales that they have stolen from the real product owner, they can then take over the listing and effectively stealing the listing's reviews, Q&A, and the hard work of the product owner. If you're currently dealing with hijackers, be sure that you check out the video that we did on how to remove hijackers without having to buy the product for proof. This isn't preached as much by gurus anymore, but you can still find articles advising on it around the web. Not only can this get you in trouble with Amazon for selling counterfeited goods, which they take very seriously, but it can get you in legal trouble as well. Most sellers have their brand trademarked, and infringing on a trademark could get you landed in court, and in the end, paying damages to the brand owner. Amazon specifically will not tolerate legitimate hijacking. You must own the brand you're selling, or have the brand owner's permission to do so if you're not the brand. If you do hijack a listing, you will most likely get a warning from the brand owner, but if they report you to Amazon, it could be more serious. Specifically, Amazon has this to say on the matter. Products offered for sale on Amazon must be authentic. The sale of counterfeit products is strictly prohibited. Failure to abide by this policy may result in loss of selling privileges, funds being withheld, and disposal of inventory in our possession. So if you're an Amazon FBA seller, they could actually throw your stock in the bin. And let's face it, that could be extremely expensive. Number 3, manipulating competitors' review rating and making them look really bad. This one goes a bit deeper than just giving your competitor a bad review. But firstly, giving your competitor a bad review isn't just against Amazon's policy, it's plain just immoral, so don't do it. Amazon expects its sellers to work in a fair manner. Now obviously, we all know there's plenty of rogue sellers out there, but Amazon is starting to crack down on them and is even banning sellers for things they've done in the past. One of the new tactics that gurus are starting to advise their students to use is the manipulation of the upvoting system. The upvoting system is where a customer likes a review telling Amazon the review was helpful to them. Helpful reviews then get to the top of the review section, thus informing buyers of valuable information about a product. There are now services that gurus are telling students to use that use bots or virtual assistants to upvote bad reviews on competitors' listings. Customers are then seeing these bad reviews at the top of the pile of reviews, and when they see a bunch of 1-star reviews, they're going to be put off of that product. On the flip side, there's people using this system to make sure that good reviews are staying at the top of their own listings. Amazon is starting to take this seriously, with sellers being able to report violations and get sellers suspended for actions and, of course, worst case scenario, having their accounts shut down. Amazon has this to say on review manipulation of any kind. Sellers must act fairly at all times. Unfair behaviour includes, but is not limited to, the following. Behaviour that could be deemed as manipulation or gaming of any part of the buying or selling experience. Actions that could be perceived as manipulating customer reviews, including by directly or indirectly contributing to false, misleading or inauthentic content. Activities that could be perceived as attempting to manipulate Amazon's search results or sales rankings, and actions that intentionally damage another seller, their listings or their ratings. Number 2, having multiple secret seller accounts. So what do you do if you're a cheater worried about getting your account suspended? Well, you have multiple accounts obviously. Then you can break as many rules as you want and not have to worry. This is a fundamental breach of Amazon's terms of service, and you'll get shut down and banned forever if you're caught. There are legitimate reasons for having multiple accounts, such as different brands and businesses needing separate accounts for easier tax filing, but you must seek the permission of Amazon and expect an email every now and then demanding an explanation for why you have multiple accounts. So how do these gurus suggest you open multiple accounts? Well, you've got to do a bit of lying and cheating with the system. Get a partner or family member to open an account for you, or use VPNs in different browsers to access your multiple accounts. Not to mention you need to have multiple bank accounts, email addresses, and ensuring that you are not using any traceable information on all your different accounts. There are even companies popping up out there that will help you get multiple seller accounts, but this is completely against Amazon's terms of service, and they will take a hard line against you if you're caught. Amazon has this to say on the matter. Operating and maintaining multiple seller accounts is prohibited. If you have a legitimate business need for a second account, you can apply for an exemption to this policy. Number 1, product giveaways and discounts to manipulate seller rank. So here we have it, the Amazon guru's super secret weapon that really isn't that secret. They all teach this one. Run a restricted giveaway or discount to only a select group of people so that you can control reviews, manipulate sales rank, and get to the top of searches for all your keywords. It's easy to do. Use the guru's private group and exchange products with fellow students and leave each other great reviews, and thus getting more sales. Does it sound too good to be true? Well, it is, that's why. This breaches so many of Amazon's policies that Amazon even went on a massive purge of sellers doing this a few months ago. Rumours are that they've even started observing certain giveaway groups. Amazon's view on the subject is pretty clear though. If you want to do a discount, it needs to be available to all buyers, not just the ones that you have selected. Amazon know FBA sellers do this to get reviews, and their main issue is with the actual practice. Here's what Amazon has to say on the matter. The bestseller rank feature allows buyers to evaluate the popularity of a product. Any attempt to manipulate sales rank is prohibited. You should not solicit or knowingly accept fake or fraudulent orders, including placing orders for your own products. You should not provide compensation to buyers for purchasing your products or provide claim codes to buyers for the purpose of inflating sales rank. But it's not all doom and gloom on the subject though. The new Amazon Vine program looks set to expand to brand registered sellers, as we reported in this week's seller news. The Vine program allows you to offer your product early to trusted buyers that Amazon has selected. So what are your favourite guru tips that violate Amazon seller policy? Leave a comment below of any that we've missed out, and maybe we can do another video on this in the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up to date with all the Amazon seller news, and look out for the weekly news at the beginning of the week. Check out these videos on your screen right now for more from Easy Promotions.